And in just a short while, we're going to go outside to that beautiful setup where the ceremony is going to take place. There is one of two reasons why you're in this room right now. One reason is perhaps because you are one of the most important people in the world to Kevin, Kaitlin, or both of them. Or because you are a photographer, a rabbi. And what we're going to do in this room is sign this beautiful ketubah. This is a Jewish wedding document. Before we deal with the ketubah, I want to just inform of something that's kind of cool. According to the state of Maryland, you guys are married. Done. Finished. Filled out. My copies. All of this. No, like this was not filled out the last time you saw it. It's done. Nothing else needs to happen as far as Maryland is concerned. So in a moment, you guys are going to sign and we're going to witness this unbelievably beautiful ketubah. Before we do so though, because even though this ketubah is not a bill of sale for Kaitlin, who is not for sale, right? It is still an agreement. It's a covenant. It's a pact. It has, and you guys were very specific about what you wanted this document to say. Right? You made a hybrid of documents because the words were important. Because words and what you are pledging towards one another are really important, right?
They're both STEM students.
Oh yes. So I shouldn't. Anyway.
No. You can say whatever you want. He's just.
I'm kidding. Okay, great. But
I want to get your full.
Jewishly, in order to enter into a contract, you need to do something important, which is you need to demonstrate intent. Hopefully, neither of you have counsel in the room right now, right? Any lawyers?
No.
Uh-oh. So that's okay. You don't actually. You act as your own. You need to demonstrate intent. You need to show everyone who's here that you are here simply because you have found the person who your heart desires. The person with whom you're going to try to craft a life and with whom you'd like to try to wake up next to as many mornings as possible for the rest of your time on this rotating ball we call Earth. And that you're not here simply because you want a big party or presents or a fancy dress or a fantastic looking suit. So and the way that you do that is this. It's sort of a little Jewish magic trick. I know you guys would like a magic trick. So this was just a napkin up until now. But now it's a tool for demonstrating consent. I'm going to hold the middle. Each of you gets to take a side. You hold your side independently. And you hold on to your side. And I will tell you before I do so, but ultimately I will drop my middle. If you are here simply because this is the person you want to try to spend the rest of your life with, you're going to hold on to your side. It'll stay in the air, all's good. If the answer is no, and that you're here for some other, or somebody's forcing you to be here, or it's just for the presents, then you drop when I drop, and there can be great food, but we're done with everything else. Okay? So, no pressure. He's trying his hands. That's good. That's a good sign. It's a good sign he's looking for some friction here. Okay, that's good. All right, great. Look, they both have two-hand grasps.
Oh, he did it!
I've never seen the two-hand.
No, because I'm his mirror image.
Okay, that's good. Oh, everybody, that's great. Okay, just letting you guys know, this is not a tug of war, first off. And I'm going to let go of the middle in like 3, 2, 1. All right, that's good.
It rips.
My record is still 100% on that trick, and the first time that it falls from that, I will stop doing that one. Okay. All right, great. Fantastic. You should never sign a contract before you've read it. Now, you guys have read this. It's beautiful, but I'm going to give a little bit of this. It says, B'yom bet b'Shabbat, Yom bet l'chodesh Cheshvan, Shanat 5778 L'Vriyat Olam L'Minyan, She'anu monin kan be'Elkridge, Maryland. Nitzavim anu hechatan Kevin ben Martin Velora v'hakala Katriella bat Aharon v'Jill b'fnei b'nei mishpacha v'chaverim kedei lavo yachtav b'ivrit kiddushin kedat Moshe v'Yisrael. This is the Hebrew. In case you didn't recognize it. What it translates to, and what I started reading, I'll read the whole thing in English. On the second day of the week, the second day of Cheshvan in the year 5778, corresponding to the 22nd day of the month of October in the year 2017, here in Elkridge, Maryland, the groom, Kevin, son of Martin and Laura, and the bride, Kaitlin, daughter of Aaron and Jill, joined together before family and friends to enter into the covenant of marriage. As beloveds and friends, we choose to walk life's path together. We pledge to each other our mutual trust and respect. We will offer support and encouragement for personal growth and fulfillment of our shared dreams. We will be slow to anger and quick to forgive. We will be open, honest, loyal, and devoted to one another. We promise to be faithful, to provide us with the freedom to be ourselves and the courage to follow both our mutual and our individual directions. We promise to honor our ancestors and families, treasure, enjoy, and continue the traditions we have inherited. We create a home filled with love and peace, freedom and compassion. Our home will be a place of openness, laughter, generosity, and respect. With our community and of friends and family as witness, we now combine our separate faiths into one. Through each other's eyes, we see the world anew. May we be better together. All herein is forever valid and binding. V'hakol sharir v'kayam. It becomes valid and binding when we look around and find it.
I have it back here.
That's good, that's good.
That's
Okay,
why you're
great.
one of our witnesses.
When we take this pen
We
and
tested out like 6 different pens.
I've already used it, so
It's beautiful,
It's good.
right?
It's,
Yeah.
it's lovely. You should keep it around. Where it says bride, Kaitlin, that's you.
Okay.
And
I might say.
and as I said, and some people didn't hear this, in theory, this could be your last waskaf. Kabuki waskaf. Sign as fully as you'd like to sign. You got plenty of room.
I can't fit, so I'll put A for Amanda. Kavukian. I spelled Kavukian wrong when I tried to change it with the courts. So I spent like $300, and then it all went to waste.
That wasn't on the paperwork I prepared.
I know. Let's try it.
All right. Groom, that's where you get to
Sorry, I
sign.
took some of your space.
Okay.
Your name's simpler.
Wow. Yes. Okay. I didn't tell you had to sign in Hebrew, by the way. So there are 2 witnesses that are coming forward to sign, although quite literally everyone who is in this room right now, you are a witness to Kevin and Kaitlin's Ketubah. That means that by virtue of being here and witnessing this, when they have joys to share, you're going to be right there. When they have struggles and difficulties, and there are always, you're also going to be right there for them because you are a witness to this Ketubah. But the 2 of you get to actually sign. You can pick which witness side you want to sign on. They're both protected.
No, it's beautiful. It's just very precise to the point.
Not to show off, but I get my own line.
The rabbi translated that and for us because I wanted 4 different Ketubah texts.
Not specific at all.
So, Kaitlin and Kevin,
Yes.
take a look. Decide if you like this.
I love it.
And if you do like this, then it has now passed into
I
effect.
feel like we should do like a line here.
Well, actually, that is precisely what we're going to do.
Oh, okay.
Kevin, you take hold on your own.
Don't wreck it.
There you go. Present it to your bride. She takes hold on her own. You let go. She's got. Kaitlin, you decide if you like the terms.
I love it.
Present them.
I've been, bothering you about it for.
Present them back to your groom. He decides if he still likes it. And it is now fully in effect. This Ketubah and this Maryland marriage certificate, these are basically the only things that needed to happen today. According to Jewish tradition, The ketubah is it's one of like 4 ways that you can get married, but that's enough. You guys are now Jewishly married. Marilyn, married. So, that said, there's a really beautiful outdoor space that people are probably starting to gather at and all of that, and they'd be upset if we just decided to go straight into it's okay, great. Now, there was a biblical patriarch named Jacob who thought he was marrying one sister and wound up married to another one. That's not the only reason why we do what's called bedekin, which is the veiling of the bride, but it is also so that you can have a chance to kind of like just check each other out. So let's see. All right, great. And if you are pretty sure that this is the person that you want to stand under the chuppah with, that's great. Kevin, you're going to take just whatever veil is coming forward, and you are going to gently, carefully, and slowly bring that forward. Very good. All right. Now, in your program, you wrote really beautifully about the notion that that veiling also implies the notion that you accept one another as you are today, and as you will continue to be revealed in the future, the things that you don't yet really know about one another, sort of like seeing through a veil. And it's a very, very beautiful interpretation that you made.
With many interpretations.
I don't doubt that.
In order for like if there was a feminist here, that they still.
And it is really very beautiful because it is very true. You will continue, God willing, you will continue to learn about one another over many, many years. But from here, in a moment, we're gonna kind of get ready for the public ceremony.